What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video.
What are we doing today, Mr. Plato?
Put some pads in!
Yeah, so in the last video in this car, when we sorted out the handbrake, did all the interior and stuff, realised that wheels didn't really lock up, did they?
Yeah, they didn't work too well. And again, impatient me, I said I was going to fix it straight away, and here we are.
I wouldn't call that impatient, you just get shit done.
Yeah. So these are Project Moo from Japan.
Japan's finest.
Yeah. So these will look quite familiar to quite a few of you guys. This is what you basically run in a S14, S13 that has non-turbo brakes, still running the park brake.
Yeah, because the handbrakes in S13s, S14s, S15s, stuff like that, they're not the internal drum. The handbrake is actually the caliper itself.
Yep.
And which is usually quite crap.
Yeah, they're not very good. So usually they need those pads in combination with, I'm not going to use them anymore, but if anybody wants to buy these off me, these are GK Tech like Handbrake Arm Extenders, which gives the park brake more leverage.
Yeah.
So they actually work quite well as well. I was going to run them originally when it was still like on the cable.
But now that you've got actual hydro system, it's not really needed.
It doesn't really matter, but the pads are still good because I'll need them anyway.
So also in this video, you're probably able to tell by the title of the video, but I actually am buying myself a new car. It's a Commodore. I've already picked it up, but we'll give you a little walk around of that tomorrow. There's some big plans for that thing. I've got a really cool engine swap in mind, which I'll inform you guys on a bit later.
Oh, and there was light. Actually, so this is probably a good opportunity to take a closer look under here. So this is your Hilux stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is basically the setup that we've been talking about forever and ever. Probably don't need to go over it, you can tell by looking at it.
Jack stands, kids, always a must.
Got the handbrake off, because last time I forgot to do that. I couldn't figure out why the hell the caliper wouldn't come off. Fucking handbrake was still on.
Piece of shit.
Still pretty much new.
Still wouldn't lock the bad boys up. Crap.
Well, these all look good behind the wheel. I'm just going to take the whole thing off.
Had it, boy.
It doesn't want to go in. Like to me, I don't know if you can see how, like right at the top, and then it like divots out. I think that little bit there needs to come off, because I don't think, because like even that's slightly different. I think these are 14s and these are 13, because these ones don't have that.
Yeah, it's definitely taller. Set those.
Do you reckon that top bit needs to come off as well?
It almost seems like it's potentially could. I guarantee there's someone screaming in the comments going, "You fucking idiots!" Yeah, I'd almost say so, eh?
Mm.
Is that not in? That's against the disc.
Back up. Oh, there we come.
Just needed my touch.
It's real tight though.
Yeah, that'll be right.
Nah.
I reckon.
Nah, because you'll put the brake on and then it won't come off, because these have to retract back. Who would have thought a pad install would be so exciting?
I just realised we're working on cars the wrong way. Working on cars the right way.
Upgraded now. Oh. Man, we've got full PPE on.
Full PPE. Where's your ear protection, bud?
It's up there.
It's no fuck good up there, is it?
See if that slides on there or not. A little bit of this. Can't even go a fucking day without drinking piss, you can't.
That's right. Hey, it's your fault. We're working on your car.
True.
Working better?
Yep. So consensus is, I think I'm just going to take it down to get rid of that lip on both sides.
So yeah, what he's talking about is how you can see out there, it's like that, and then it sort of like steps out. So what he's talking about is just making it sort of like that, just straight down, so it slides in there a little bit better, because if you look at the factory brake pads there, I mean there's still a step on them, oh, not there on that side, but even on that side the step is like way smaller.
I'm pretty sure that these are for S14, because they do have different part numbers for 14 and 13,
yeah.
Even though it's like obviously the same shape. Like these don't have that tag on that side either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think his calipers are for primary anyway, so...
Send it!
Yeah, see? Feel that now?
I mean, like already, yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually coming in and out
See how
nicely.
the retainers are actually holding the pad there, but it's not holding tension on it. It's just keeping it from moving around. So that's good. That's what we want. So it's like I literally just took that exact amount off to make it flat like those. Another thing I do as well, which it's just something I do, OCD shit, is I put like a tiny bit of grease just on there. Just when it's sliding on the retainer. It helps it a bit. Those of you who have ever like actually looked at pricing these pads up, they're $180. And that's like at a deal. I priced them up through an actual place that stocks them here, and it was $210 plus shipping, and it was like 4-week wait out of Japan. You can just buy them straight from Right Hand Drive, RHD Japan, and they came here like in 4 business days.
Yeah.
And they were cheaper than what the dealer here was trying to charge me. So
Yeah, and just casually grinding them up.
yeah, just hacking them up, mate. How funny would it be if the fucking green paint came off?
Nah, it looks fucking hectic.
Fucking hectic, mate. That's JDM as fuck.
So that private farm road that's just up the street, gotta go test it, right?
Yep.
Don't worry guys, Mike knows a guy, so we can go and test this.
Would you look at that? Mate, that's some real JDM shit right there.
Can't get any better.
Right, out for a nice little nightly stroll on our way to the private farm road. Mike's just bedding in the brakes. How they feeling, bud?
Pretty good. So on this next one, I'll give it a proper yank.
No, not on this road. We'll wait till we get to the private farm
Yeah,
road.
well, we're just about to cross the border now.
Just like that.
Success. Fuck, that's pretty good, eh?
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. Alright, so now the part that you guys have been waiting for. So this is my new car. So this is a 2005 Holden Commodore. It's just the V6, but it does have the HSV Club Sport kit on it. You're probably wondering, why the hell did I buy a Holden Commodore when I love RBs and Japanese cars and stuff like that? Well, with the prices that all of these cars, all of the Japanese cars are going for, like Laurels, Skylines and Silvias and things like that, unfortunately it's just sort of a bit out of my price range to get another one of those cars right now and have something cool to work on. I've never really been into Holdens that much. My dad's always had them when I was growing up, so I have been around them quite a bit. Did think it'd be quite cool to, you know, do something a little bit different, and I do actually have a really cool engine swap in mind for this car. So I'm not going to tell you guys that now, so you guys can jump in the comments below and take a guess at what you think I'm going to put in this. Or am I going to do a motor swap? Am I just going to do something with the V6 that's in it? Who knows? But what I do have planned for this, I am looking forward to. It's probably going to piss a few people off, but yeah, like I said, I'm just wanting to do something a bit different. All I have ever really worked on is RBs and stuff, so it is quite cool to, you know, be doing something a little bit different. So yeah, like I said, this is a 2005 Commodore, just like the base model V6 with the kit on it. It's got its marks here and there. It's done like 220 something thousand Ks. I got it for a really good deal. I picked this thing up for like $2,000. This does have a few issues with getting a warrant. So what I do plan to do with this is, because at the moment my daily driver is just a little Toyota Corolla. So what I do plan to do is do the warrant things that are needed for this car and get it a warrant, and then actually use this as my daily driver and build the motor up that I want to put in it on the side, get everything ready so when I do go to do the motor swap, I can sort of get it done, you know, as quick as possible, instead of the car being a rolling body for like 6 months to a year. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, you guys can take any guesses at what I'm thinking of putting in this, comment below. But it's got its marks. The front kit has a few little cracks in it, so does the rear. I actually think the left rear of this has taken a little bit of a hit at some point, because the rear light doesn't seem to line up properly. But yeah, like I said, this did fail a warrant from the previous owner, and I have a warrant sheet, and it's nothing major. There's like 4 or 5 things, and they're all pretty easy. So yeah, get this thing legal and tidy it up a little bit. Get some new wheels for it. I want to get a new one of the HSV wings for it, because it's got the full kit, but yeah, it doesn't have the wing on it. Probably get some maybe some leather interior, because I know the V8 versions of these cars did come out with like leather seats and stuff like that, so it'd be quite cool. The motor that I am planning on putting in this, I do plan to put a manual gearbox in it, so that'll be cool. And the whole idea for this car is to build like a nice street car, because my plan after the Silvia was to always build a street car after that. And yeah, like I said, I was thinking of potentially building like a Silvia or a Skyline or something, but just with the prices of these things now, it's just not really feasible for me. I don't earn a hell of a lot of money, and what I do earn, I do try and put into my cars and back into the channel. So I could have probably made it work, but it would have been like a lot more of a long drawn out process, and I want to try and pump the content out as much for you guys as I can. Don't worry, I do plan on finishing the Silvia first before I really start working on this thing, because I really do need to get that thing going so I can get that on track and start competing and stuff like that. So this thing is definitely a bit of a bogan mobile. It's had the rear muffler cut off, it's had cut springs put in it. Actually no, not cut springs, lowering springs, but they're not captive, so that's one of the things that I failed to warrant on. The rear bumper is held on by tech screws, and yeah, there's just like there's some bits and pieces in the interior that you're not super tidy, but I mean it's to be expected with a car that's sort of been in the hands of some bogans. See, I'm not sure if you guys are going to hear it that well, but this is the cut muffler. Oh, these things sound trash. It's going to sound good though with the new motor that I want to put in it. So obviously this thing came with some wheels on it. I'm not actually entirely sure what they are. Whatever they are, they're just sort of cheap wheels, but definitely do want to get some cool wheels for it. One of the things that stood out for me about this car was the fact that it already had the HSV kit on it. So what I was planning to do was to buy a Holden and then look at buying a HSV kit for it. But yeah, just the fact that this thing is also red, like the color's really cool. It's a lot of the paint is a bit faded, but I reckon with a good wash and some good buff, bit of color correction, it could turn out a lot better. Like I said, the kit isn't in the best condition, but it's still salvageable. I'll definitely focus on doing all the motor, and well, I'll focus on getting it legal first, and then we'll worry about doing the motor and stuff. And then once this thing is all legal, then I'll look at making it probably a little bit tidier, or maybe even look at painting it or something even before I run it through cert, because like I said, I do want to build this into a nice street car. So yeah, I'll obviously have to be taking it through cert and all that, so it can all be legal and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be something a bit different to what I've got on the channel. It's still going to be cool. I'll actually just say it now, this is going to have a turbo, what I am planning to put in it. That might give it away of what I want to put in it, but yeah. So that'll probably wrap it for this. I don't really think there's too much more I can talk about it in this video. Do you guys want to see me get it legal, do all the stuff that it needs to be done for it to get a warrant? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I did want to do a burnout in this car to sort of celebrate getting it, because you know it's a bogan car, it needs to do a burnout, but unfortunately can't really do stuff like that on the street and put it on YouTube, and don't really know anyone that has a legal environment for me to do something like that. So we'll try. Hopefully in a couple of weeks or a month or so I can find somewhere where I can do a good burnout. It's a commie, gotta christen it in. Cheers for watching, you know the deal, like, comment, subscribe, and catch you in the next one.